So today we are going to be looking at the Tier 5 STRV M42. Now, it has been a while since I have used this tank, so forgive me if I have forgotten some things about it, but overall I have to say my experience with this thing has been pretty positive, honestly. This is of course the precursor to the STRV 74 or 47. I can't remember the designation. Again, I apologize, but this tank, of course, like most of the Swedish tanks, it doesn't have very much for armor. 55, 60, 55 on the turret, and 75 with the gun mantlet at certain places. And of course, like the other tanks, it has very few crew members actually, which can be a positive, with meaning that you don't have to pay as much when switching crew members, but it is of course a negative as well, since when you try to put skills, certain crew members, you have to put twice as many skills before you can get the amount of effect that you would normally want. But overall, this tank, I have to say, was pretty enjoyable. The gun, of course, has 115 millimeters of pen, which is fairly decent for Tier 5, although the alpha damage is far more considerable at 150. The premium shells do, of course, make up for that, and you're not going to be using the HE shells. They've only got 38 millimeters of pen. But overall, the aim time is pretty good, the dispersion isn't too bad, and the rate of fire is quite nice, actually. It only takes 6 seconds to reload for 150 damage, which is really good in my opinion. Not to mention that this thing has 15 degrees of gun depression, so you're basically going to be pointing the gun round about like that. Now that is pretty damn far. Well, actually, no, not even that. I think it's more like that, actually. And that is pretty far. This tank is pretty flexible. Now, it isn't the fastest thing ever, with only 45 for its top speed, but it is certainly mobile. Alright, well, let's get into the gameplay. Well, this thing is built for hill maps, and, well, there's a hill, so I guess we're going to see what we can do. Now, right off the bat, you can see that the mobility on this thing isn't too bad. We are going around about 24-25 kilometers uphill, and I apologize ahead of time for my horrible reticle zooming in and out, because during this time I was still getting used to manually zooming in and out. I am trying out something new. Now, right here you can see the pretty good gun handling of this tank. I have to say, the tank did not disappoint me with the way that it acted. Of course, we are going as fast as we can up this hill. Not much to say about that, but oh my. Well, there's Artie, just took out a full health Lago, but Artie is broken, so not much to say about that. But we are approaching the top of the hill, and we should have no problem aiming down at our enemies here. First contender is the KV-1. Of course, we missed our first round there, very, very poorly aimed shot. And right there you can see the not so good penetration. Of course, we go right through the side of the turret there. We completely missed the gun mantlet. And there, of course, we hit the gun mantlet, which is obviously not where you want to shoot. And here you're going to see the good gun depression of this tank. We are able to aim straight down at this Churchill 3, and he basically has no chance at hitting us, because by the time we reload, he has no idea what's going on. Now, Artie does hit us there for 245 damage, but I mean, it's Artie. What can you do? It's broken, so that is that. Now, here we take a pot shot at the Matilda, but you know, the .38 accuracy isn't showing its best colors. Of course, I believe right here, am I going to shoot? Yes, we try to shoot the KV-1 again. And we hit the gun mantlet, unfortunately. And right here, we managed to snapshot the Matilda. The Artie is, of course, continuing to focus us down, as is usually the case. And now with the KV-1 dead, we barrel down and find an opportunity to shoot at the T-34. And here you can see that you don't even have to go very far off the ridge to be able to aim down at this guy. You can literally just poke up, fire, and then quickly poke down thanks to the pretty good mobility. Oh, I thought we were gonna take that tank there, but I guess we don't. Oh well. Of course, now I am going to be barreling down as fast as my itty-bitty wheels can take me, going at our top speed of 45. And right there, the T-67 takes us out right before our teammates take us out, so that was pretty unfortunate, but that showcased some of the abilities of the M42. Now, on to the next and only other replay I actually have of this tank. Not necessarily the ideal map you want to be on in this tank. This tank adores ridges and hills, but of course, oh hello, Panzer 5/6, Panther with the Panzervoll turret. Huh. Anyway, this, like I was saying, this tank loves ridges, and you will be thanked by this tank for using them. But of course, with the current meta of the game, you know, going down tunnels, you very rarely get those opportunities, I find, which is very unfortunate because this tank can excel at, oh hello, is that KV-1 just gonna sit there? Alright, well, here we can see the good gun depression down the back of the tank, as I am able to pump shots into this very oblivious KV-1. I have no idea what he's doing. Of course, we seem to have bounced one shot off of the rear deck of the KV-1, and we're just going to farm damage off the guy as he just... Seriously, what is he doing? Oh, I am KV-1, I am sitting there like awesomeness. KV-1, KV-1 armor OP, I should be fine. We try to take a snapshot at that M5 Stewart behind the rock, but we of course don't hit. Ooh, can we make this one? The M5 Stewart is just gonna poke out right in front of us and let us shoot him. Okay, buddy. Our gun mantlet or turret there actually managed to fend off a shot from the M5, but I mean, it's an M5. Alright, here we have the chance to shoot an M41, and we dunk and miss our first shot. Of course, we just killed a Matilda there because Matilda OP. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and kill the M41. The 150 damage that you can do in this tank becoming very applicable in that moment. And we are now going to be chasing the grill because, of course, we want our barbecue back. Yes, I know puns. I'm sorry. Anyway. The enemy team is, of course, camping. Let's see if we can make it there before they do so. Hopefully our STRV M40L tank destroyer, excuse me, will be able to reset the cap. Although, given that he's a tier 3 against tier 5s, I don't know if he'll be able to do anything. But let's see. Shall we make it? Oh, he just died. But artillery, wouldn't you know it, saves the day by one-shotting someone. And, well, we are going to have to go in to the rescue as this T-34 comes in trying to help as well. And it also looks like another tank was destroyed by the artillery. So that gives us time to get there and reset the cap. Of course, we're going to take a second here to shoot at the M40. And we are also going to shoot at this Wolverine. Now, the Wolverine does reload rather quickly, but thanks to our high alpha, we're able to take him out in 2 shots. Guys over there at the sides trying to take us out, but we ain't got no time to stop, and so we rush into the cap, attempting to reset, which of course we do. Important to note here that we do take out the only other guy that did have any cap points, and we actually bounce a shot there. Amazingly. But rather quick battle, which ends in us saving the team, as they say. Of course, not too much happened, and well, that was that. Alright, so this battle was, of course, a victory on Malinovka. We managed to kill 3 tanks using our very good gun depression. Of course, our lightly armored hull didn't really give us that much of a chance to survive. However, we did get second on experience earned and did overall get 742 damage. Now, even though that wasn't completely impressive, we did manage to block a couple of shots. Of course, if Artie hadn't hit us, as they all say, we would have probably survived. Overall, not too bad of a battle. And of course, we did pull out a tiny bit of a profit. Okay, so our second battle on steps was actually a lot better. We did around about double the damage, and managed to get 50 reset points, of course, and earned a much better profit, although nothing compared to what you could have if you had a premium account. This time we killed 5 vehicles and damaged 6. Once again, you could see the way that this tank operates, and amazingly, you can, like I said, pull off some miracle bounces. Or did I even say that? I don't remember. Point is, you can sometimes bounce, but not very often. So that is the M42 in a nutshell.